Okay, so like my song for you is about to be oh shit. Okay, so my song for you is about to be out on all platforms, you know. I've been procrastinating the drop, thinking that maybe I would remaster it and do some stuff, or you know, life happens and life's life. So yeah, I'm about to drop it like that. But before I do that, I just want to tell you guys about the process, about the writing process and how it came to life, you know. So I've told you guys about Ifemelu and how I met her, and how I became familiar with that name and the persona that became Ifemelu in my head. So yeah. So after meeting Ifemelu, I've always kind of incorporated her into my art, into my craft in different, sometimes minuscule ways, sometimes in very significant ways. So yeah. So it was on a random day and I just had this, what would I call it? I just had this, you know what happens when you keep hearing a particular sound in your head? When a particular melody just keeps playing over and over, playing in your head, and you don't even know where you heard that melody from. It happens to us artists sometimes. So yeah. I keep hearing, na 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 na. I keep wondering like, where that one they come from, you know? So you know, it continued for like a full day till it ended up with, but no me Ifemelu, baby. Ifemelu, your body, this category. Just like that, like I gave words to the melody in my head, and it sounded so nice and perfect to me. Like it sounded like the most beautiful thing I ever created, that ever came to me. You know, creativity is there, but most times, you know, I believe these things we do, these songs, this music we write. You're creative, yes, you can bring it up, but it comes to a selected people, it comes to a selected few. It doesn't just come to anybody, it doesn't just come to any kind of person. So it came and I gave words to it and I felt so elated. But the problem was I knew I could write the song, I could write it, I could finish it. But then I didn't have any single access to recording. I didn't have the money to record, and I didn't even have any hope of, you know, the chance and the opportunity to record. So yeah, I waited. Okay, first of all, I went back home, I sat down and I wrote the song. At a stretch, I wrote the whole thing and then I waited. I was waiting for a sign, a miracle or something. I was waiting for a sign or a miracle or something, and that didn't come. So I took matters into my hands. I sat down one day, I kept my phone the way I'm keeping it now, and I played a beat. I played a beat. I started playing random YouTube beats, until I found one that had the kind of vibe I was trying to put into that song. And once I found that, I tested with what I wrote, it didn't match. So I had to rewrite the song again to this new beat. But the beginning melody, that Ifemelu, baby, it had to stay the same because that was the foundation. That was the original thought. My fellow artists, please, whenever you get an idea, you see that first idea that strikes your head, that first creative spark that comes to your mind, don't ever forget it. You get me? No matter what you do, no matter what you change in that song, no matter what you change in that book, in whatever you're writing, don't ever change the first creative spark, because that is the entirety of everything you're doing. So I had to like do it again and start over and start working on it from the beginning. So I had to write it now to this new beat again, you get, and I finished. After that, I had to wait again. You know, I keep emphasizing on the importance of knowing and learning how to wait as a creative, as a choosing one, as somebody that's trying to be aligned. You have to know how and when to wait. Most things we do is not by our power. Get me? You can run around, you can rush, you can do everything you want to do, but if it's not meant to be, it will never happen. So you have to learn how to wait sometimes. So I waited again, and still nothing happened. Nothing happening is also something. You know, in universal maths, they say 1 and 0 equals 1. Because 1 is on and 0 is off. So 1 plus 0 can never give you 0. 1 plus 0 is always going to give you 1. So when you wait and you don't see anything from the outside, that lack of response is also a response. It means proceed whatever you can do. And I proceeded. I made a freestyle video. I made the video, played the beats, you know, brought out my book, and I sang what I wrote, and it felt nice. I posted it on YouTube, posted it on all the social platforms I was on at that point. And that was that. You know, I waited again. I said that was that. And imagine some months later, a few months later, my cousin, shout out Double R, he came and was like, he wants to record some songs. He has something in mind, but he needs me to come with something. So I was like, I have the perfect thing for you. I was like, I have the perfect and the right thing you will need for you. You know, you have to know when to seize opportunities. You have to know when to do the right thing, because you basically have to do the right thing at the right time for it to work. I saw the opportunity, he asked me to do something, and I said I have the right thing for you. So when we went to the apartment that day, it was the first song we recorded. He loved it, I loved it, and that was that. You know, and we recorded the other song he came with. Funny enough, he fell in love with the song he came with, and I fell in love with this one for you. You know? And after the record, he paid for everything though. And he basically just left the song for me. Producer leave for me, everybody just leave the song for me. And since then, I've been the one, you know, promoting, I've been creating content. Everywhere you see me now, the 150 of me waiting outside for Ifemelu without she replying, you know, that kind of content. And I kept doing that till I got tired. I had to wait again. I kept feeling like, you know, I have to remaster this song, I have to re-edit, I have to do this, I have to do that. I kept waiting for a sign. And remember what I told you in the beginning. When you wait for a sign and it doesn't come, that is also a sign. It means forge ahead, continue with what you have at your disposal. And that's what I did. I got that song registered and it's about to be dropping on all platforms, hopefully before the year ends. And I'm so happy to share it with you guys. For real. I don't understand one day I will really calm down, explain everything Ifemelu do me. And I'm also hear the story finish. Thank you so much for sticking with me for so long. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for everything you guys have done for me. You guys are the best. I'm just giving a name. Thank you.